Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we got an updated look at this bad boy right here. This is the Riot shotgun. If you've never played Fallout New Vegas, it's the greatest shotgun in that game. Now, I've covered the Riot shotgun before, but this is an additional patch mod kind of thing. This is the Riot shotgun unofficial patch, so it's probably not by the same mod author who originally made the Riot shotgun. That's why it's unofficial. It's just something else, some other mod author added to the weapon. I'm hopefully, you know, within reason, like with permission and stuff. Obviously, the Riot shotgun, semi-auto shotgun by default. Big old drum magazine. If you've never played Fallout New Vegas, you really are missing out. You gotta get a shotgun build going. You gotta use and stay back. You just knock over targets and you just... Because the Riot shotgun, especially any shotgun in that game, had all those options for ammunition types. You could do like pulse slugs, all that stuff. And now, we're obviously not getting all that. And obviously this is just a little update. We're gonna go over the weapon all through again. Just kind of do like an updated video on it. Because it's been, I believe, like 4 years or something like that since I covered this. Got a long time. It's been a while, at least multiple years, and obviously we're looking at the unofficial patch here that changes up some of the things. So, Riot shotgun. You don't craft this at the chemistry station, you find it out in the world. I found it off of a gunner, but like, you know, you can also find it off of weapon vendors and stuff. I believe that's an option as well. So, let's take a look at the weapon workbench here. Obviously, we have a nice looking Riot shotgun, sawed-off stock type of deal. So we have receivers here. We can obviously make the weapon automatic. That was in the previous version, right? Powerful automatic. Advanced receiver, all this stuff. I believe these damages are increased from the... So with this unofficial patch, I believe these damage numbers are higher. I did watch my old video on it, so maybe the original mod got updated and then the patch is the thing. I'm just comparing my old video to what I think is new here. So, obviously advanced receiver is maximum damage. You also maximize fire rate at 53. Powerful automatic receiver only has a fire rate of 46. Because what used to happen... Now I'm going to put the automatic on there because this is one thing I really want to check. One thing I showed off in the video immediately. The recoil was insane. Now that's not as bad as it was, for sure. And the fire rate's actually pretty slow. Because it used to just be like almost like a fully automatic assault rifle type, like higher fire rate, and it would just like cruise up. Now, this is with the regular drum magazine, which is 12 rounds, which is what it was in Fallout New Vegas, I believe. But you also have large quick eject, or regular, right? Large drum, large quick eject if you have. So that gets us to 20. Right, so that's a new thing. And then, so with the automatic rate of fire being slower, it's actually just not as good because you're just losing too much damage. I remember the recoil is a lot better though, a lot more controllable. I'm pulling down just the tiniest bit to keep it on target here, but you can definitely spam it out a lot easier. I remember it just kick like crazy. I couldn't control it at all, right, in my old video. I watched the whole thing, all 6 minutes of my old video, guys, okay? You guys give me some credit here. But really, you don't want to do that anymore because it used to be the deal. I mean, the damage numbers are a lot more comparable. Like, so 250 damage with all my perks and all the things on, fully automatic, versus 292. But you do gain fire rate, you do gain range. I guess you lose accuracy, 1 accuracy. It's not that much accuracy you gain. And it does, the weapon gets lighter. I guess that makes sense. But like, this is the best way to use a shotgun now. You're semi-auto. There's not a debate. Because previously, you would gain almost double the fire rate for not half the damage, right? So it was more DPS. This is like similar DPS, but one actually shoots slower. I can actually shoot this faster now. And hopefully you guys can notice, hopefully your brain cells work in your head and you can tell that it's shooting faster than it previously just was at full auto. If you have the big trigger finger for it. 53 is not that high of a rate of fire though. The recoil is almost higher on this particular mode, but this is doing chungus ass damage. It says 180, we're not hitting the full chunk, 289, right? Now, we're going to look at some of the other things here that they did change up with this unofficial patch. Some of the things I don't like necessarily. So, what we have here is we had previously short barrel, long barrel. Obviously, with the long barrel range on shotguns is a huge deal. But now we have these ported and shielded barrels. And what these ported and shielded barrels do is they say they narrow the spread. We're going to check this out. Because previously, down here in the muzzle category, we had a choke, which was a big deal in Fallout New Vegas. You choked the weapon, they got really tight. Now, if this hip fire is not extremely tight, and it isn't, it's not as good. Because the choke used to make this thing, like, I can't show you because it's all relative to your screen size, but it was a tiny little, you know, it's a circle. Obviously, you guys understand the crosshairs are circles, right? The circle is anywhere with the round sit in between. So this tight spread is still not as tight a spread. You're going to hit things, but as you see there, sometimes when I hit things, you just barely hit it. That's 72 damage. If you have tighter spread, it's easier to put the, you know, you put the cursor on there, you're more likely to hit more pellets and do more of that full 289 damage per shot rather than just 79 or some other smaller number, right? So, the long porter barrel is not as good as having a choke. As a trade-off to that, we do get some new things in here. We used to have a compensator and a spiked muzzle brake, I believe. But we have a regular muzzle brake now, and we also have a suppressor. I don't think that's worth shit. I don't suppress shotguns. You guys can, obviously. And it's cool that it exists. We'll put it on there. We'll check out its noise profile and stuff. But shotgun's not really the weapon that you want to be like, I'm going to sneak around with this thing. It's pull out because it hits fans. Same sights as last time. Obviously, you want glow sights, though. Hey, level up. But that just increases the accuracy by 3. And glow sights are better anyway. And then we have some grips in here too. We used to have standard grip and comfort grip. But now we have a tactical stock. I believe that is new. So we'll put that on there. Give you more accuracy. 49 is still not a lot. And the suppressor is increasing it. That's so we're clear, right? Like we get more range on all these things. But suppressor is technically more accurate than not having a muzzle attachment on there. And that's pretty much it. Obviously, it's not a huge weapon. It never was a huge weapon. We've obviously got... So the thing about this tactical stock too is it's obviously a full stock. So the suppressed sound is nice. I'm going to give him credit for that, okay? The suppressed sound on this particular weapon sounds nice and chunky still. But I don't like the tactical stock because we have no recoil. I'm not going to touch the weapon's bouncing, but it's not recoiling. It's also very loud in my ears right now, but I'm sure it's not loud for you. I have audio balance. Hopefully I have audio balance. But I don't like that tactical stock. That gets rid of the wood grain look of the weapon. And this weapon, I remember complimenting back in my old video, has some of the nicest looking wood grain I've seen. It's got little divots in it, right? Like it's been used. That piece of wood has been around a long time. Now, I think it looks a lot nicer that way. Is it less functionally good? No, but like if looks matter to you, I think the wood grain, especially this like cherry looking wood on the like comfort grip, I believe was what it is. Yeah, the comfort grip. The standard grip is like regular wood, right? Like a oak. I don't know what wood is, but this is like a cherry color wood. It's like got a reddish tint to it. That looks nice. I would not take the suppressor. I would go no muzzle. I want to maximize that range 71, which is still, I believe, not as much as you could previously make the shotgun without this patch. It's done some rebalancing. Apparently, there's some bug fixes too. I don't know what bugs existed necessarily because I didn't run into particular bugs or whatever. But obviously, this patch does come with that benefit if you did run into bugs with the previous version or whatever. But that's it. I mean, I think you got to put the choke back. Because this hip fire is good. It's not saying this isn't a good hip fire. But one of the biggest benefits of that Riot shotgun, and even the Riot shotgun in... I don't know if you could put a choke on the Riot shotgun in New Vegas. Maybe it was just the hunting shotgun. The hunting shotgun in Fallout New Vegas with the choke is the best gun in the game. Like, I love shotguns. I've done so many shotgun builds of that game. It's like my favorite build to do in Fallout New Vegas. Currently, I'm playing through Fallout New Vegas with a punching thing. Well, punching things in melee. I'm really high level now. So, like, once you get high level and you're properly intelligent. We're not talking about Fallout New Vegas, though. But... we're going to test this weapon out in some combat. Like I said, I think the damage numbers are a little higher. We're going to keep it semi-auto because, like I said, that's my recommended firing mode now. I used to previously recommend auto, even though it was hard to control recoil, because you could just spray so many shots. The fire rate was so quick. The fire rate is not fast anymore in automatic. Actually faster in semi-auto, so our DPS is just higher. We do more damage per shot, and we can shoot faster. This is the highest DPS mode to put the shotgun in. And the recoil is not really even a problem, even with this comfort grip. We're obviously getting up there more than the tactical stock, but that's without me controlling it, right? And that's assuming that you shoot that fast, right? Like, reload animation, all that stuff looks the same. So we're going to go test it out in some combat. I'll see you guys when we get there. We'll see how many things we can one-shot. Alright, everybody, pulling up here on the Zombies Are in Arcade mode. We're going to obviously test the weapon out there like I always do. Nice looking running animation, holding the gun low. Safe, right? You wouldn't accidentally shoot your foot off. You wouldn't accidentally shoot in the sky, you know? Just lowered weapon. I really do like that wood grain stock, right? I wish the tactical stock was still wood. That would look nice, I think, but, you know... everybody in the motherfucking polymer because it's lighter or whatever, but it still makes the weapon heavier in the game. Complicated matters. Let's go to the USAF Satellite Station Olivia, and we're going to shoot something in the face. I don't know. Super mutants. We'll just make it super mutants. We'll make it tough. Not that tough, though. I promise you. This shotgun is going to tear through things. If it's not one shot, it's going to be two. Pretty easily, I bet. Now, it's not suppressed. I don't care. You shouldn't make the shotgun suppressed. I don't want to hear your arguments in the comment section, though, either. That's nonsensical stuff. What is it? I thought there would be somebody up here, but there's not. They're all, like, across here? I mean, that's one shot at that range. Obviously, no choke required. We aim down sight, though. Do you need a suppressor? You don't need to be... It's technically a sneak success if everybody's dead and there's no witnesses, which is essentially how shotguns function and operate, right? If everyone's dead, there's no witnesses, you've won, right? You don't have to worry about it anymore, right? Like, you just get to say you won. We're going to do one more wave. We're going to do some third-person shooting, make sure the animations hold up in third person. But obviously, the shotgun is extremely effective, just like it was in Fallout New Vegas. In Fallout New Vegas, you had to... it did not do that much damage. That was a legendary? That legendary got melted. Sentinels! I understand like the Sentinel build, which is like, but it's not my particular playstyle. I don't like standing still. Obviously, in VATS, you're technically standing still, and then you combine that with a good VATS defense. We're not talking about the legendary though. I get distracted. But I mean, we're one-shotting everything. It's not really like it's a concern. Are you guys back down here? Hello? One shot. One shot. I mean, that probably isn't even hitting all pellets. And obviously, with this big 20-round drum that we have, we would never have to reload the weapon if we didn't want to, right? There should be rest in the bathroom. One, and then... Where's the other one? Are you really in the potty? Two. Dead. Reload because we can. And that's the whole way. I mean, that's super mutants. It's obviously not the toughest super mutants. It's not the highest level things in the whole world. But I still think a pretty good measure. My sticks are doing weird things. Maybe my controller's breaking. That's a side note too. I see how easily I get distracted, people. That's just me. But... the Riot shotgun, the unofficial patch for the Riot shotgun. Now, obviously, as a tactical stock that I don't even think is worth using because it makes the weapon polymer, not wood. We add a long and porta barrel that's supposed to operate like a choke with tighter spread, but the spread is not as tight as it used to be with the choke on the shotgun. You lose the ability to have receivers that are more customizable, I think, to a certain degree. You want that full auto receiver that shoots really fast but does less damage, and instead you get a full auto receiver that shoots slower than the semi-auto receiver and does less damage, which is just not worth, right? You can put a suppressor on there, and the suppressed sound is nice. I do want to give them credit for that. But I mean, and bug fixes are obviously a big deal. I didn't, like I said, didn't run into bugs my previous time. It's just a good weapon. Riot shotgun. It's a classic. It's like I said, my favorite shotgun. I mean, maybe the hunting shotgun. Or dinner bell, is that what it's called? Dinner bell. If you do the whole thorn quest, you get the unique. But the dinner bell, you can't put the choke on, and then it's not as good. Actually, it's just a hunting shotgun with a choke. Attachments are so overpowered in New Vegas, at least certain guns. All right, like putting a suppressor on the anti-material rifle. All of a sudden, now you're a sneak master. It's like the stealth archer complete. You know, I'm still talking about New Vegas. I get distracted. Riot shotgun. It's a good gun. This is a good gun. I don't think you need the patch though. I don't think the patch does anything meaningful to the weapon that I actually value. And this is kind of mean, right? Like, I'm just like, hey, oh, fuck you. I mean, obviously, it's a personal preference. If you like the things that this is doing, good. Download this mod for yourself. That's 2 mods for one kind of situation. You get one weapon out of having 2 mods installed. That's a bad trade. You always ask me anyway. I think the regular Riot shotgun is just better. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think that the changes that this unofficial patch has made are good or bad? You know, I appreciate your opinion, and I like to hear what you think, as long as it's not dumb. And dumb would mean like just something that doesn't make any sense. Hopefully, if you guys want to check out this mod for yourself, there'll still be a link in the description. I'll link the original Riot shotgun as well as this unofficial patch, so you can either just download the Riot shotgun or download the Riot shotgun plus the patch if you're into that kind of thing. Both of those will be linked down in the description down below. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. That way you can check out more videos from me. I do upload Fallout 4 mods a couple times a week. You can also ring the bell, and that way you can get notified when I upload a video. It'd be pretty cool of you to do that. I know a lot of you already do that, and if you do, virtual high five. You guys are cool. You get cool points in my book. But yeah, pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.